This week I'm going to be vlogging a little bit. I just wanted to sort of carry over what I've been doing on my Instagram stories into a more lasting format. So I'm just going to be kind of showing the same sort of stuff that I do in my stories all the time. Yeah, this week should be kind of interesting. Casey's out of town, so it's just Henry and I all week. And Henry's got school, so I have my usual time to myself that I'm still getting used to. And yeah, I'm just going to show you basically what that looks like. So today is Sunday. Yeah, I'm just doing all my routines and it's very laid back. I'm still in my pajamas. It rained last night, so it's just like a very cozy day. We do have to go this afternoon. We're going to a meeting, a Moms Demand Action meeting, which is an organization that works to make schools and homes and kids safer from gun stuff. Henry's cousin, my sister-in-law, is going to be there, and so that will be fun too because I think there's a playground and they're going to like play while we meet. So that is the plan for this afternoon, evening. Other than that, we're just hanging out at home.
I'm getting ready to plan my outfits for the week. I started with 3 workout outfits. I ended up wearing none of these. Picking out my outfits ahead of time really simplifies my morning. Taking Henry to school in the mornings this week totally threw off what I planned to wear because it was so cold in the mornings, and I didn't work out at all. Oops.
Hi guys, it is Monday. I didn't film any of that meeting yesterday because it's like a lot of political stuff. Anyway, that was very cool though. I feel like a little bit more connected. Even though I joined like a couple of years ago, I just haven't really like gotten into the loop with them. And so I'm excited. I got a t-shirt, a Moms Demand Action t-shirt. So that was yesterday, very good. And I got to see my sister-in-law and Henry played with his cousin while we were there. So that was fun. Now it is Monday, and things are just a little bit off. I took a shower this morning, which I don't normally do like in the mornings. But I just really needed a shower and I took Henry to school and then I came home really quickly because our pest control company was installing our termite control thing. Yeah. So that just got done and it's noon. So I've just felt really like I couldn't do anything. Luckily, I had a grocery order on Instacart, so I just could sit here and text the guy about what was out of stock and what I would prefer and all that stuff. It's kind of nice when you actually have time to respond to those little like things. But yeah, so I did get groceries and the termite thing is done. And yeah, I'm just on the couch feeling a little stuck. I need to get up and eat some lunch, I think. The other thing I've worked on this morning, besides just kind of catching up with my routines and stuff, is we are tailgating this year. Casey's company is renting like a tailgating spot for every home game. And we went to the very first one. And then this month we have like a bunch of stuff going on. So we're not going to be able to go again until October. But the first time we went, we didn't have Henry with us. And that was kind of nice because we could just like scope it out. And I realized like he's going to need some entertainment because it's just a long day and he's 5. I needed some entertainment. So I'm making some party favors for the next one that we're going to. And they're kind of geared toward family, like kids, but I think anyone would think they're fun. So let me show you what I've got done with that. And then I need to eat some lunch. So these are the party favors that I'm putting together for the tailgating days, and they have slap bracelets that are like football themed in there. There's stickers, a whistle, and then of course they get to keep the water bottle. So there's those, And I just contacted someone at his office to see if they have like Lofty stickers. That's his company. So like some company stuff in there might be kind of fun. So I have 10 of those. And then there are 6 of these. I got these cups from my Buy Nothing group. I would never buy our styrofoam new, but someone was giving these away, and the napkins. And I said, I'll take those. I could actually use them. So they have the same stuff and a couple of football stress balls. I actually tried to put them in the water bottle and spent 30 minutes fishing one out and said, no, that's a bad idea. So there's 6 like that and 10 like this, and you know, people can take one of each or whichever one they prefer, and I just think that will be like a little bit more fun and exciting and make it feel like a party. I have just under an hour and it's Tuesday, which is my like weekly clean day. I need to change these sheets and duvet covers and pillowcases and all the linens on my bed, and I want to steam mop the floor, and I think that's all I'm going to have time for, because I also am going to have to move some laundry around in order to get that done, and obviously like vacuum and clean up the floor before I can mop it. So I'm gonna do all of those things. If there's extra time, I'll look at my like weekly clean list and see if there's anything on there that needs to be done. But I have been keeping up really well with my routines and just sort of like cleaning the toilets really regularly and stuff. So things like that I don't think need to be dealt with today. I was gonna like put this off, but I looked at my watch and I have an hour, and I think that's plenty of time to get this done. So let's change some sheets and mop the floor and feel like we accomplished something today, because I've been laying in bed for like the whole morning. It wasn't like a pristine new one, but it was not this dirty when we started, so feels good to like know that even though it looks clean, this much shit is like all over the floor. And this, I did my kitchen area too. I don't think I filmed any of that, but a lot of this is just because that's where we're cooking. This is our entryway. This is like high traffic plus kitchen, so yeah, yuck. All right, I'm out of time. I need to get my bike ready. I'm gonna pick Henry up on my bike today. And so I have to like pull that out of the garage, go back through, close the garage because I don't know where my garage door opener is. Maybe it's in my car. Oh, and then after school, we're meeting up with his cousin at this new little like parkish area off of the trail. It's like on the way home, for them to be able to play and like eat a snack together and hang out. And then we'll come home and do whatever we do. It's just been kind of like surprisingly exhausting solo parenting, even though Henry's at school. Like, I'm not used to being the one to take him in the mornings. Usually they leave and I like do my own thing, but now I'm having to like get dressed to leave for the day and like drive there, and like, yeah, that takes a lot more energy than just like chilling at home. So yeah, I had a lot of intentions for this week that are not all coming through, which is why I really wanted to power through, make sure I got the very basics done of my clean at least, because I was just feeling kind of down on myself for not getting it done. But I'm also trying to give myself that like understanding of the fact that I'm solo parenting this week, and even though Henry's in school, that is a little bit more challenging. So all that said, I need to go get my bike ready. I need to get clothes on. I need to go. Okay, I've got my bike ready. I'm gonna grab my Kindle in case I'm like really early for some reason. Sometimes I get a little speed demon-y on my bike, which Henry does not appreciate. He does not like going through the curves fast. He's like on the back, so he just feels really slung around by that. I'm actually waiting for a package from Rad. We ordered the little like caboose. There's like a metal frame you can get that goes around this whole rear rack, and it's like hand to hold on to, and it's also for when they grow out of this and they're like sitting on a thing. And I've already picked out the next seat for when he outgrows this in like a year, that is like a little padded seat with a backrest.
and we will use that in conjunction with the caboose. But he's asked for the caboose now because he wants something to hold on to besides like the sides of these, and he feels like I go too fast. So, oops. FedEx has stopped going up our driveway and they leave our packages right there, which is like so annoying, especially on bike days, because like how the hell am I supposed to get that up? But I think that's the thing I was just talking about. So maybe we'll get that installed before our next ride.
It's recording.
All right, let's go.
Right now I'm showing the scenery. That's the place we're going to. I showed the place we were going to in the camera and said the place we were going to. And said that that was the place we're going to.
Who's that?
Henry.
It's on your head too. Henry, how are we getting this package up the hill?
On the bike.
Are you helping?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. It fell off the bike. You gonna carry that?
Yeah.
All right. We'll come back for the rest. You sure you got that?
I got this.
Dude.
I'm actually gonna. It's a little hard.
Are you excited to put this thing on here?
My body is made out of a box.
That is like as big as your body. Could this drive a little further and life would be a little easier? I think those are Dad's panniers. So for dinner, since Casey's not here, I often make a lot of like kid food that will have like fish sticks and stuff because I'm just cooking for Henry and I basically, and it's, I don't know, I'll try to keep it simple. And I like to do a BLT night because Casey's not a huge fan of tomatoes and he does not eat mayonnaise, and so a BLT is really not up his alley. And so I got bacon, which we don't eat very often, but I was like, I'm gonna do this. And I got all this stuff. I forgot to get mayonnaise. So I just had to make my own mayonnaise. And I've tried this before and failed. And this time it worked out. So I was gonna use my immersion blender, but it won't charge for some reason. There's something wrong with it and I can't even get it to work with the cord plugged in. So there's something wrong with the immersion blender. But the recipe actually recommended a small bowl food processor, which is what I have. And it's like thick and mayonnaise-y. And I did it. I did it! So I'm excited about it. I'll make mayonnaise. So on Monday, everything just got kind of weird because I had to rush home to meet the guy who was coming to install all this like pest control termite stuff. And then he ended up being an hour later than he said it was going to be, but whatever. But that just threw my Monday off because I was gonna like work out in the morning. And anyway, I ended up doing a bunch of weird little projects instead. And it's
And it's been getting so cold at night that I decided to bring all of our like indoor plants that have been hanging out outside all summer back in. I know they could probably handle it. I don't want to risk it. And so everything's inside and looks so happy from just like all the sun and watering that I had been giving it. So that's definitely a reminder to be better about watering while everything's inside, because at least I can give them that much. And the sun does come in the windows now that it's so low in the sky. Our house is like a passive solar house, and so it's designed for these windows to not let summer light in, because the sun is actually higher in the sky and it has this eave that blocks the sun. And now that the sun is lower in the sky, so for about 3 weeks I would say, it's been getting really sunny in here and the plants can be happy. So it does really mean that I do need to move them out in the summer and back in, well, they can come back in and thrive in the fall and winter and early spring. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just checking out the plants. Everything looks really good. I did sit down like right after I brought them in and order a couple of plant stands because well, let me flip you guys around and show you. But this little trio, it just looks so silly on the floor. About to touch. I've just been like watching these grow toward each other. I don't know. I've just been getting a kick out of watching these get closer and closer. So I'll have to show you guys when they finally touch. Don't go in the street.
I want to keep this wire. I gotta wire this tree.
This is one of my new plant stands that I got from Amazon that was delivered today. This is the other plant stand that I got.
It's rather cold in here.
Are you all bundled up for some cold? Okay.
What's that?
Anyway, there's
I'm kind of in the way of it, I guess.
There's plants and Henry in here. You look great, dude.
Yeah. I'm wearing...
Are you not too hot?
No.
No, because it's so cold in here.
Brr.
Yeah.
Brr. It's feeling cold through my warm outfit.
Oh my goodness.
And even more.
We don't eat a lot of mayonnaise. So when I made that homemade mayonnaise, I was a little bit like, what am I gonna do with all this? But we're having fish sticks tonight, so check it out. I made tartar sauce. Yeah, we got these fish sticks. So hooray. Hey guys, it is Friday, so tomorrow I finally get to go pick Casey up from the airport. And today's my last day solo. And I'm gonna try to do a project. So my plan had actually been to tear out the carpet in my bedroom while he was gone. But then I needed to repair some drywall. And so instead, this was my project. There was like a little hole down here that I patched and painted, and we're gonna put some shelves up. But so this turned into my project, which was honestly for the best. Tearing out the carpet is a huge ordeal, and then you have all this carpet left that you have to like deal with, and it's very dusty and my allergies always act up, and so that's still a project, but I didn't have to do it this week, which was kind of nice. Anyway, I do have one more thing that I want to do before he gets home, just because it's kind of like a fun, silly project, and I don't know if he's going to be like 100% on board, but I know if I just do it, he'll be like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I have run this by him before, so I'm not just going to be like drilling holes into our house without having like at least got him to say it would be something that we could do. He didn't go, like when it was brought up as an idea, he didn't go like, oh my God, no. Okay, guys. So what I have here are some ceiling hanging swing hooks. So you can see in the picture, they're just like these little metal hooks that mount into the ceiling. And I have a swing. we have a bunch of swings because we have one of those tree to tree slackline swing things, and so I actually have a bunch of different swings that can attach to that, and one is not up on it, and it's got its own straps and stuff, and it's got like a wooden seat, so it's really cute. I think it's in the shed. I need to go find it. I'm not sure how long the ropes are for it, so that's something I need to figure out. But yeah, we're gonna hang this in the house. So my idea is to hopefully mount it in the beam. Now, I know putting holes in this wooden beam may seem like it may not be cute, but this beam already has, oh, let me get my hand out of the way so it'll focus on the beam, please. There we go. This beam already has this like pre-existing, I guess, like damage or paint or something going on, so it's not in the prettiest condition. I'm thinking I want to put it here, which I gotta step way back to show you guys. This is a really high thing, which is gonna hang down in an area that not a ton of people are walking. It looks close to the windows, but it's actually pretty far from the windows, so I don't think there's any risk of like swinging into the windows, but I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm really unsure about this project. But the first thing I need to do actually is go pick up my friend who lives just right down the street from me. She's got a ladder that I'm gonna borrow because I don't own a ladder that gets me that high. And I was gonna buy a ladder, but the ones that I was looking at are like $300, and I just feel like that actually, I want Casey's like full input on. I just want him to like also think it's like the right ladder because it's gonna be such an investment, and I couldn't really do that. I mean, I obviously could have done that on my own, but anyway, the point is I'm gonna go pick up a ladder for my friend that's hopefully tall enough, plus like my height, for me to be able to screw holes into that. But I also need to like sort of mock this up and make sure there's room for what I'm doing and that it makes sense and stuff. And so I've told her I'll return the ladder Sunday. So if I don't figure this out today, Casey can help me. Also, I have to drive Casey's car because it's bigger, and the ladder, I think it may not fit in mine. Oh, and I hate driving, so I've just been laying in bed like paralyzed with anxiety this morning, honestly, just about picking up this damn ladder, which is why I was like, I'm gonna come get it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I won't be paralyzed with anxiety all day. Okay, got Casey's keys. Hopefully he has gas. He got a new insurance card. I can pop that in his car. Where's that? Wrangler. That's his. Okay, guys. I'm kind of freaking out. Let's go get this ladder. Okay, I can do it. Okay, we did it. I have a ladder to fit in the car, like perfectly. All right, I'm trying to give you guys an angle where you can see the beam, but also the floor, just so you can get some perspective on like how this is hanging. This is also for me to see, just like how intrusive this is going to be in this space. I haven't moved any furniture because I think ideally it can hang without being in the way, but I could also do a little rearranging. I'm gonna hold it up. Got it set like under the beam, and I'm gonna imagine it's hanging there like in the freaking way. I'm gonna go get my laundry basket and walk through because that is something I do every day, and I don't want to be annoyed by this thing when I'm doing that. Now I think we have to call Casey and show him what we did. Can I show you something?
Yeah. Paige, but on the swing in our house?
It's so cool.
Wow.
What do you think?
Does it work?
Yeah, I can swing on it.
What? A swing? A swing.
I have one other little rearranging thing that's just kind of been on my mind that I want to try out. I'm just going to move some things around, see how I like it. And if I don't, then I can always move it back. Alright, I think I've got these shelves somewhat, I don't know, better. They look fresh. It's like there's something magic about just like taking things off and putting them back on a little bit different. They don't look so cluttered, they look more intentional.